I'm getting excited about shooting the footage for my How Bad Do You Want It 90-day challenge video documentary that I'm working on. Today I shot some of my shoulder routine that I went through today, doing some isolation work here, really focusing on the contraction at the top with these side laterals, focusing on my breathing, trying to stay tight throughout the entire range of motion. And then at the last rep, I pause at the top for about a 10-second count. I think I actually went a little over 10 seconds here, but anyway, so I'm not going to go into set and rep schemes and weight, poundage that I use or anything like that. I'm really not trying to make this about how many reps I do, how many sets I do. It's really not about me. Just I'm trying to share some variation with some of you guys that maybe are getting bored with your current workout, maybe tired of doing the same things, maybe tired of getting the same results. Shaking it up a little bit, throwing some variation in, doing some different movements with some different tactics is often what it takes to bust through plateaus and training boredom. Sometimes you just kind of mix it up a little bit. Here on these cable side laterals, I actually can't tell too good in this video, but the cable is behind my back, and I start off with some partial reps at the top. I don't know, I think I did 10 reps or so, and then partial reps at the bottom without a rest. And then after about 10 reps or so of that, I do a full range of motion for about 10. And I tell you, by the time you get to number 7 or 8 on the full range of motion on these, if you're doing them right, really focusing on the squeeze and the isolation, you kind of have to start cheating a little bit. In fact, I probably started cheating a little early on these, but it's a pretty tough movement, kind of challenging and fun. If you'll notice, I lean out on these. I'm holding the machine and trying to lean out, trying to create about a 45-degree angle in my body. I'm not always successful with that, but I do the best I can. And then the great Mr. Lee Haney taught me these back in like 2000. I was blessed with the opportunity to train with him, and just pumping out some side lateral front raise combinations here. I do these most of the time with a lighter weight and a lot of reps. I think I went to about 25 reps on my sets of these today. And sometimes I will use a heavier weight and stay around the 8 to 12 rep range or whatever. But again, it's just about changing it up. You know, you don't have to do the same workout every time. The principles that we utilize through our transformation training at Get Right is a constant change. We're always never adapting. We utilize muscular confusion in almost everything we do. You know, there's so many principles out there. We try to incorporate a little bit of all of them and all of our workouts. And the documentary that I'm doing for my 90-day How Bad Do You Want It challenge, I'll be sharing a lot of workouts that I do. I'll be sharing diet tips, recipes, things that I do for daily motivation. For instance, speaking to myself in the mirror on a daily basis of asking myself, how bad do I want it? That kind of helps me to regain focus and remember how bad I actually want this. Here's another move that Lee Haney taught me: behind the back upright rows. And then I think I did like 25 reps of those, and then I finished it with like a 25 rep partial pump at the top, really squeezing, kind of shrugging the traps here. Lee says that the traps are built from the base and the back, and so you've got to really start from the bottom and build up on those, and it made a lot of sense to me, and I love doing it. And it's just another way to challenge and stress that muscle if you're not using these. I also did some dumbbell shrugs, but I didn't get those in the video, and I do those on this workout today. I did rep ranges of like 50 reps.